is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 169 of Let Me Get That Podagraph. I was about to say let her rip because we're live, and I'm not used to doing them live, but this is Let Me Get That Podagraph live. We decided, hey, it's the night before Thanksgiving. You guys saw the promos. You heard from Fat Bobby even. But it is the night before Thanksgiving.
No, it wasn't Fat Bobby. He was talking about Fat Bobby. That's not Fat Bobby.
Yes, he's talking about Fat Bobby. Yes.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yes. So we have a wonderful show for you guys today. We have an awesome guest coming on a little bit later, Scott.
Dude, you have no idea what you're in for, my friend.
Yeah,
dude, this is going to be insane. We're going to be doing a segment today that we've never done a segment on before. We're going to be talking about Funko. Yeah, we're talking about Funko Pops.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Funko Pops for a little bit.
I got a special guest that I dug deep into my past to come on and bring on the show. DJ Love Cheese is going to be here today. So we're very excited about that.
Awesome. What's up, Ari? Audio
we are also going to be talking about, Drew, really quick, we are also going to be talking about one of the greatest pieces of sports memorabilia ever done.
Yes, I will agree. I did not know this piece existed until you sent me these images the other day and told me to read. And after I read and I finished dying laughing, I completely agreed with you that this is by far the greatest piece of sports memorabilia that exists in mankind. I will agree with you on that. So that's coming later in the show.
The best part about this is we're going to be able to show it to you because we're doing video today. Because it's the night before Thanksgiving, and what else are you going to do? You're going to go back
and all through the house. The DH and Scott were. I don't know.
I was thinking something about that. So before we jump into our first segment, how was your weekend, man? Did you do anything fun? Because I know I did.
My weekend, the weekend was good. Weekend was pretty normal. We played some football, coached some football, had a lot of fun. It was a good weekend. But I know you set up at the Chicago Card Show, one of the biggest card shows, of course, in the Midwest of the year. Was over the weekend, and you set up there every year, but you were back to your normal spot.
Back to my normal spots.
You're back to your home, so I know you were excited, but I'll start off right there with you before we dive into too much stuff. How was that? Because I know it had to have been more eventful than my weekend.
You know what? Sales were great. Had a really good weekend from that episode, but I made some pickups this weekend that I'm really excited about. Everybody knows I've been deep into soccer this year, and I was able to pick up some stuff that I had never seen before, and I've got it right here. So one of these is this.
Don't stop it.
You're
all this man did all weekend was send me photos of soccer he bought, knowing I'm a massive soccer fan. And he's like, "Hey, just bought this," knowing that I want it.
Well, here's the coolest part about this Yusufa Moukoko rookie.
Beautiful.
And you could tell how cool you could tell the really cool part is only if you read Japanese, which I don't.
Yeah,
so I was excited about that. I picked up
speaking of Japanese, there's a lot of Japanese baseball players, and courtesy of Panini, guys, stay tuned tonight. After our interview today, we will be opening up a box of Panini's new 3-2 baseball, and we're going to be giving every card away inside here. Obviously, just a couple of cards in here, but we're going to give everything in this box away to you guys, either live on the show or through our social medias. So stay tuned throughout the entire show tonight.
Awesome.
Yes.
So with that being said, let's get into our first topic.
Yeah.
Tops.
Yes.
Wow.
Tops.
If you've been paying attention,
greatest thing I've seen.
This stack of what used to be $2 worth of cards, a couple Aaron Judges and some Goldschmidts, is now worth $120.
And it's incredible, bro. I went through one box. I told you I went through one box, and I already have almost $1,000 in store credit to use. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe that they did something like this, and I love it for so many reasons. For those of you that aren't aware, Topps announced today the MVP buyback program. Now, what this is they are buying back their certain card shops, participating card shops across the country, which there's a lot of them. If you take them, even a base Aaron Judge or Paul Goldschmidt card, then that gives you $20 in store credit. Refractors give you, like that card right there is $20 in store credit right now at any participating shop. Every single one in that stack is. Any refractor, pink, prism, any of the retail colors and stuff
any
like
non-numbered refractor.
Yeah, non-numbered refractors are $40 in credit. So all those pinks that you get, all that stuff, $40 a piece in store credit. Numbered stuff, I believe from $250 down to
it's if it's numbered higher than 100.
Yeah, higher than 100, it's
$100 store credit, and if it's lowered less than 100, it's a $200 store credit.
Yes, $200 store credit.
Here's what I don't understand. So they have higher than 100, and then they have lower than 100.
Yeah,
they don't mention anything about it being exactly numbered to 100.
That's true.
Actually, I don't. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think there are, because green goes to 99.
Yeah, there aren't any numbered to.
In past years, there have been ones numbered to 100. Yeah,
so they can get you on that, but yeah. So now these cards that were essentially, I mean, I run cheap auction lots and stuff all the time. Stuff I would put in a stack of 30, that I would be giving away for a couple bucks, really, and cards that you could get online for. I mean, you could get the Judge refractors still now for $10-20 online. It's $40 in store credit. But all those base cards, all those things like that are now $20 in credit. But my favorite thing about this whole thing is Fanatics and Topps doing something. This is one of the first real big things that Fanatics has done since they've been with Topps outside of the SP screw up and fixing it with all that stuff, which they did a wonderful job, including some crazy cool things in the silver packs that we didn't expect, blah, blah, blah. This includes LCSs. Yes. This makes LCSs the important part of it all. This isn't grab a bunch and then redeem them online so a bunch of bots can go grab a bunch on eBay and all these places and then go grab them off there. This is LCS stuff, and it brings the LCSs in. And
it's not, but here's the thing. It's not every LCS. If you go to Top, set up a special website for this. You can go in, you could search your area and find out which LCSs are participating in this program.
Yes.
I have a feeling, just looking at the ones around the Chicago area, it looks to be the ones that have some sort of direct allocation with Topps are the ones that are participating. The guys that don't have a direct allocation, that only go through distributors, and I don't believe are participating in this.
That's what it's looking like.
Could be wrong
around here. Well, in North Carolina, there's a vast difference. You've got the shops that do, and then you've got a lot of shops that don't. You can tell the difference in a heartbeat. Anyone can when you walk into them. But you'll know the shops that are pretty much the bigger shops around your area are probably going to be doing it. I know a lot around here are, but I just love the idea of taking a card from a set. I mean, there's so much Chrome sitting at my Walmart right now that I've been like, I'm just not going to buy it. I have no reason to buy it. I'm buying it. Like automatically I'm buying it because those two cards in general are not exactly hard to find. The colored parallels, you're getting veterans most of the time anyway. If not, I'll take a rookie any day of the week. Yeah. So it makes
and you could still submit your receipt for the retail ones and get in on the drawing for the short print that they're giving away.
Exactly. So they've really turned a massive mistake, and the fact that they continue to improve on it, they continue to make it better, they continue to make the product chaseable again. I mean, this puts two whole new chase cards in big time. I mean, if you can go take a stack, if you're somebody that went and opened a bunch of blasters at Walmart, like a lot of people do, like myself, you can go in your stack right now and pull out enough to go buy yourself one hell of a nice hobby box tomorrow. On Friday.
Or what you can buy is you can buy yourself a hell of a hobby box or an HTA box.
Yes.
Of 2022 Bowman Chrome.
There you go.
It just came out today.
Yes. It is Bowman Chrome Day.
And no, I ripped one box earlier, and I pulled 2 autos, obviously because it's a hobby box. They were the same player. One was a purple, one was a base.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the player, but it's a Cardinals hitter. This thing is loaded. All the firsts that I pulled, even the base
Yeah.
first, not a single pitcher.
Really?
All hitters. It is awesome. But here's the best part. Topps is making waves again. They're making waves again. This is not Topps.
Yeah.
Topps announced today. Actually, it wasn't even Topps that announced it. SGC announced it today.
Yes.
That they have partnered with Topps.
Yep.
$9 a card to grade any Bowman 2022 Bowman Chrome card.
It's insane.
$9 a card.
Now, if they keep up with the turnaround times they do for the regular price, and there's no, like massively slower lead time, which I don't think Peter would do. I don't think Peter would do it if he didn't think he could get that speed out the door, because obviously everyone knows how important it is to get those graded and get them graded quickly. I don't think he would do it if he didn't have confidence that he could do it, just knowing him personally, and we both do very well. And so I just don't see him doing it if they don't. But no, I mean, that's brilliant. And I mean, you just saw the SGC card. I forget what it was, but there was a really big auction the other day. SGC 9 or an SGC 10 beat out a BGS 9.5, which are both of their gem mints. Yeah, that's what it was. And so at big auctions. And so you're seeing, a lot of movement with SGC right now. And you're seeing that time that Beckett spent asleep for a year and a half. You're seeing it outside of National Treasures, outside of Flawless, outside of the big cards that are graded there. You're seeing differences in sales, and I could easily see a lot of Bowman being graded.
And here's my question with that. So we know that Bowman Chrome and Bowman Chrome autos have kind of always been BGS's bread and butter.
Yeah.
What is this, Topps partnering up with SGC to bring $9 a card going to do to BGS?
Well, that is a valid question.
And will they be able to make up that difference with the VHS tape grading?
Well, they've got the PWCC. Yeah, the VHS. Don't get me started on tape grading. I've got my my Gremlins VHS coming back in a week or two. No, I'm totally kidding. But
there's something I want to know about that, though, and I'm going to have to ask Steve this. So I have some autographed VHS tapes that I haven't gotten authenticated yet because I don't want them to put a sticker on it. But will they slab the VHS tape?
They'll do very similar to what we'll talk about later today, which is what you see on my desk right now, which is an autograph Funko. I'll explain that process to you later because it'll be similar in nature.
All right.
On how they do it, because I know both on how their infrastructure works. I know it'll be very, very similar. But yeah, the VHS stuff just absolutely ridiculous. But yeah.
So that's the question. So that's going to be huge. I think that's going to be
no, it is.
Yeah,
it is. The BGS has their PWCC that they've got their team up with the Vault service.
I believe so. Yes.
So I think that's where a lot of BGS. I think when you heard the interview on our show, when we had both of them on our show,
when we had Jeremy and Kunal came on,
when they were on, the first interview that Beckett had done in a year and a half, first interview new CEO had done, period. If you guys haven't heard the episode, definitely check it out. It's one of the best interviews it's one of my favorite interviews I've ever done, and one of my favorite that I've heard in the hobby. It was very honest and open. But after talking about, you and me both said how grading seemed to be like the last thing on their mind.
Yeah.
And you see that now with everything still going on. But you see companies like SGC, Peter, he scaled that company brilliantly. They paused, they worked fast. Whenever I go down to work for Gem Mint, I'm right there near the offices. I see the offices often. It's a top-notch place, and they're more than equipped to handle this, and they're taking over that area 100%. And when you get a deal like this, partnering with Topps and Fanatics, that to me it's interesting that they went with them and not CSG, just for the simple fact that one of the owners owns CSG. So it's a little
Yeah, I
interesting.
was a little surprised at that too.
It's a
That was
little
one of my first
interesting they did.
thoughts.
I'm surprised at that because, like I said, one of the owners of Fanatics owns CSG or is a majority owner of CSG. So, with that said, I'm surprised they went with Tops or with SGC, but that's interesting. And I want to see if they do it more, but I would expect to see CSG more, but I think they're probably trying to build the brand name up more itself as well.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that. So really quick, I know you brought this up when we were in the green room before the show. Unfortunately, the ice ball is not making an appearance this evening.
I'm pissed.
I was
That's
told
why I'm
I
in a
was
bad
told I
mood.
was getting fired if I didn't make
Yep.
an appearance for the Christmas show.
Yep.
Tonight's drink of choice though is the you can tell I'm from Chicago because I've got a can of Old Style.
There you go. That I told you that's acceptable for tonight, but if that damn ice ball doesn't come back, I'm gonna be furious.
That is the correct. But here's the thing. Here's something that you're not going to be furious about. All right, and I want to bring in our guest.
Okay.
For this segment here, so let's bring on in.
Let's bring in Love Cheese. What's up, man?
How are you, my
friend? What's happening?
What's up,
all right,
dude?
So we'll get into your story momentarily when we get into the Funko piece, but I wanted to bring you in because there is an amazing piece of sports memorabilia that is currently up for auction at Leland's that I think is the greatest piece of sports memorabilia on the planet.
Really?
And I wanted to see your reaction to this. So I'm going to share my screen here in a minute so you can
I got it.
Drew
has it. It's already up.
All right, so this right here is a letter that the Yankees sent to Mickey Mantle, and they are asking him to provide a story because they're doing, the 50th anniversary of Yankee Stadium. This is back in the 70s, before they go into a remodeling period, and they wind up playing at Shea Stadium for a couple of years. Now, let's move on to page number 2.
You mean what makes this the greatest piece?
And this is what makes this the greatest piece. So, Mickey Mantle provided a handwritten response. And here's the response. I'm going to read it for you because in case you can't see it. So, I consider the following my outstanding experience at Yankee Stadium. And Mickey Mantle writes, I got a blowjob under the right field bleachers by the Yankee bullpen.
Credit.
And this event occurred on or about, and says give as much detail as you can. It's the bottom. It was about the 3rd or 4th inning. I had pulled a groin and couldn't fuck at the time. She was a very nice girl and asked me what to do with the cum after. I came in her mouth. I said, don't ask me. I'm no cocksucker. And then he signed it, Mickey Mantle.
The All-American boy.
All-American boy.
So,
just
my question. So, I have so many questions surrounding this. How is it that this piece has not been known about or seen the light of day until now?
Yeah.
This is one of those things that you would think that somebody would have.
Yeah.
And it would be displayed. And it was because this is unbelievable.
I could buy it because I've heard stories about Mickey Mantle leaving when they're in the dugout, running across the street and getting a drink and then coming back at the bar across the street. So this is even closer. He didn't even have to leave the field, and it's better than a drink.
Yeah, of course. Of course, but this is I'm still trying to figure out, and obviously the whole thing's been authenticated. It's Mickey Mantle's handwriting. I'm just trying, I want to imagine the reaction that some Yankees executive. It was probably some intern,
right?
It was probably some intern that opened the thing, and hey, see what Mickey Mantle wants to do, and then find some footage of it or something along along those lines. And I want to know if that intern went and tried to find the footage,
right?
Because
I
is
know.
there footage? I don't know.
I know.
That's amazing.
This is great. I love it. When you sent it to me, I thought it was absolutely hilarious. But I find it so funny that this is at Leland's. Of course, this makes it to Leland's. As they get into the sports and everything like that, they definitely get into it with a bang, so to speak.
I thought for sure this would have gone to Golden, tell you the truth, because this seems something that's like totally up Ken's alley.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? But I don't even know who had it. The bidding right now, it started a couple of days ago. Bidding is at $20,000, which I think seems really low for something like this.
Yeah.
I figured this would outsell the SGC 9.5 Mickey Mantle 52 tops that went for $12 million over the summer, just because of the content. This is a true one of one piece. There's tens of thousands.
You can show your kids, though. It's not something you can show your kids and hang on the wall.
Well, you can once they're a certain age. You could black out, take
show my
some
kids
black tape or what is it? Dry erase board markers and redact some things until they're the right age, and you can uncover more. And it's like a puzzle for them. Eventually, they get to read about his blowjob under the bleachers.
Right. Well, Drew, and speaking of speaking of kids, I do want to I want to break this piece of bad news to you.
Yes,
I am officially retiring the Mr. Mackey drugs are bad. Okay.
Why? Because I always put South Park.
No.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Okay.
Here is the reason why. We were sitting at the dinner table the other night, and somehow drugs came up in the conversation, and all of a sudden I just do drugs are bad. Okay. And my 9-year-old son goes, "Okay, Mr. Mackey."
Well, no,
my
that's
daughter.
the fun.
I know. My daughter is dying laughing, and my wife is just sitting across the table from me, just staring at me with these daggers coming out of her eyes. Because
he probably does he listen to this show?
Because
that's the clip I used when all the kids make fun of him.
No. He got it because we've watched South Park in the past.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Because I was going to say
that is the reason I am officially retiring that, because my 9-year-old opened his mouth and just gave perfect response. I give him props for that. But
you're taking away the fun of my editing.
You are taking away fun. So I will still use drugs as a go-to. Like the two kids at the show this weekend who stole a card off of a dealer's table and then took it back to that dealer to try to sell it to him. The only explanation to that is drugs.
Drugs. That's drugs.
Watch them get dude, right there.
Watch these two kids get arrested by the cops in front of my table. Made my weekend.
All right, so that's absolutely classic. But yeah, so if you would like to own the piece about Mickey Mantle's famous blowjob under the bleachers by the All-American Boy, go over to Leland's and check it out. But Scott, now something that we don't talk about often on this show, it's all lumped in together, the hobby. But there's so much more than the sports card world, which is what we focus on mostly, and what most of this episode itself will be about. But today we are going to take a look at another side of the hobby, and that's something that is a massively growing industry, and one that just recently started to partner up with Panini a lot, doing a lot of releases with the Prism releases and everything. And that, of course,
there is bleed over into the sports collectible world.
Yes, with the sports Funkos as well and everything like that. But Funko Pops. So Love Cheese, our guest today. Thank you so much again for joining us. But
man, I'm glad to be here. And
so Cheese, I've been noticing.
I was going to show you my Hold on. I was going to show you my number one piece of sports memorabilia, but no, I'm just kidding. That's not. This is one of the things I brag about. My Walter Payton signed box.
Very nice. I like
Right?
it. I like
I
it.
Where's
just
the,
wanted to show that because I
Where's
didn't
the
want to come
Beckett?
with no sports stuff. You know what I mean?
Where's the Beckett authentication sticker on that? Because
Do they grade boxes of Wheaties? I don't know.
no, but they'll know. But
If
you got to
can
get the
grade
sticker
for me-
authenticated, dude. Okay, so for those of you that don't recognize Love Cheese, you may recognize the voice, you may not recognize the face. So Cheese and I used to work together back in the 90s, and
Yeah.
one of the guys that we used to work with was Steve Grad, who everybody listening to the show knows Steve Grad because you know he was obviously
The
he's the
man.
man. So you know, we've all known each other for a long time, and I knew you were getting into the Funko stuff a while back. You know, a lot of the posts you were throwing up on Facebook and videos and on Instagram of like you know, getting shipments in and ripping them and you know, opening the cases and pulling them out. It's like, you know what? One of these days we're gonna do a segment on Funko, and I think Midge is the guy to bring on and talk to you about this. So,
like you said, like they have transferred over. You know, there's Funkos for everything. You know what I mean? That's the thing about Funkos. No matter what you collect, there's going to be a Funko for it. You know what
exactly.
I mean? TV show,
so
music.
So you used to have the greatest collection of like Simpsons memorabilia.
I still have it.
You still nice. I knew you were trying to sell off pieces of it a while back, but I'm glad you still have it.
That's even more amazing than the Funkos.
Oh, I know, dude. I've seen this collection before. It is absolutely insane.
I know.
So what?
Watch.
There you go. So what drew you?
1996.
So I want to find out what drew you into the Funko world.
You know what it was? It was because it was one of the first things that my son got into. I like had no clue about him, and I bought him one Steph Curry, like back in 2014, 2015. And I bought it for him, and he had it on his like little nightstand, you know. It was Steph Curry in a white jersey. And he goes, maybe we should look for more of these, you know. So then the Avengers, Marvel movies, all the Marvel movies, we started getting into it. So this is the one thing that he liked and I liked and we could do together, which was really cool because he's kind of a quiet kid, but he loved going to look for Funko Pop.
Yeah.
So you try to make your kids happy and you want to do it, but I loved it too because I love collecting stuff, which is, you know, all of us, all three of us here, we collect stuff. Yeah.
Hey, that I can relate. That's why I know Pokemon is. I'm a single dad, and what my son collects is what I am going to, chase after, and what I'm going to go after. And by the way, guys, I did put the link to the chat in the comments. If you would like to come join the live party, feel free and click that link and come on in. Let's have some fun tonight.
Yeah, right. So I don't know, like baseball cards, all the cards. Like the minute you buy them, are you losing money?
Not
sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay. Yeah. Most of the times when you buy a Funko Pop at Target, at Walmart, wherever you see it, you're instantly losing money.
Sure.
Because the ones that they make, you know, everybody loves Jimi Hendrix, right? Yep. But they made 1 million of them. You know what I mean? So you buy it for $14.99, $12.99. You get home and you check on your phone on your convenient Funko app, right? You have a Funko app, and you could go on it and you could scan them. So while you're at the store, you go to your Funko app. I'm sure, Drew, you probably have it, the Funko app. You scan it.
Yeah, I don't have it. I know that.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix is worth $16. So the $14.99 you spend on Jimi Hendrix, it's worth $16. No big deal. The ones that are worth all, like the big money, are the ones that are from probably, I don't know if they did it with cards or not, but the ones that are released at San Diego Comic-Con, the ones that are released at New York Comic-Con. You know,
I collect all the ones from The Office, for example. So a lot of the Dwight Schrute, like the ones that I really want, the rare ones, are all from very one-off small conventions where they only make a couple of and things like that, and they can get quite expensive. They can get very expensive. But like you said, the ones at Walmart, now there are some that I've seen just by scanning that if you get lucky enough, and find them before someone else does, you can grab them, but your Walmart's just got to get them in at the right time. It's the complete opposite of sports cards because you know what you're buying ahead of time.
Yeah, right.
And you know the rarity a lot of times ahead of time. You know the print runs, and so it's very different.
Like this one is nobody.
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
the
nobody.
Prism,
So
yeah,
this
the
is just
Prism
regular.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, those are the ones that just came out.
Here's the one. This one is like Steph Curry. It was only available at Walmart.
Yep.
Still not going to be crazy money, but it's going to be worth more than just the regular Steph Curry that's not Walmart exclusive. Like they make something different. Like they give them different colored shoes or different colored socks. You know, like you could see this version. I have the small gold one. You know, it's the same, but it's just smaller. But this one was available at Walmart only. So those, the Hot Topic, Spencer's, Walmart, you know, Target, they have some great like ones that are Target exclusives. Those are the ones that you might make some money on. But the one are the ones shows.
Well,
you're kind of saying, Midge, you're cutting in and out a little bit.
You're cutting in and out here on us. Let's see. Now you're back.
But the ones you're going to
that's kind of a segment real quick because I wanted to ask you about this because I've got one on my desk right now. But PSA has recently started grading and encapsulating Funko Pops. The one that I have right here is not graded, but it is an authenticated auto from a good friend, Sarah Natacheni, who does the voice of Ash from Pokemon, but also did Mini Stay Puff. And it's a Funko. It's a Funko.shop limited edition one, the weightless one. But with the grading aspect coming into the Funko world, with grading coming in, how do you see that impacting the market? Because I'll tell you right now, I worked every single Collecticon this year, and I worked the PSA table for cards. Right across from us was the PSA Funko booth, and that place was insanity. And I've never seen so many dealers in my life. And talking to people that work at PSA, I can tell you right now, they're having trouble even keeping the plastic in to be able to slab these. They're getting so many in right now. So you're going to see a massive flood of these hit the market in the next 6 months. But how do you see grading affecting the Funko world?
I think it's going to be like a game changer because you might have, this is one of 2 made ever, but the box is all crumpled. You know, you bought it from a guy and he mailed it to you and the box is crumpled. Once they start grading them and you get, just like baseball cards, you get a 10 plus, a 10 gem mint, whatever it is, you know, and it's graded by PSA, and I'm sure Beckett will follow suit, all the guys, you know, that's just going to make it the gold standard. You know, you could throw these up on eBay and say, oh, the box is in good condition. In reality, you know, there's like part of it's missing because there was tape on it or whatever. But once you get them graded, it's just like anything. But like if I were to take this in and I paid $50 to get it graded and it comes out a 9 and it's worth $43 because I got it graded. You know, I just paid $50 or whatever to get it graded. So I think you're going to like, I would only get graded the ones that I know. Like I would send, where's he at? The Joker. There he is. Is it going to fall? The Joker. I got this Joker. It's from The Dark Knight. And it's him with the clown mask when they in the beginning, in the opening scene where they hold it. This one's worth $480.
Wow.
That's insane.
So I would send this one in, but I wouldn't send in my, you know, Jimi Hendrix that I got at Walmart for, you know, $12.99.
Sure.
But, you know, so you're going to want to send the ones in that you think, obviously, like baseball cards, you're not going to send every card you get to get graded. You send in the ones that you think are going to be worth money. And I think that's just going to, like, make it so much better because you're going to know what you're buying. But then again, you're going to have to pay more, I think, right?
Yeah, you definitely are. Here's a good question from Audio Deluxe 7. Once again, man, thanks for tuning in tonight. he asked, what is the 52 mantle, which if you're unfamiliar, the 52 mantle is considered basically the Holy Grail. So what would be the Holy Grail of the Funko Pop world? What is
There's
considered
two.
by many?
There's two, actually. One is a Stan Lee that came out as him as a superhero, and it was signed. So they only released like 40 of them.
Wow.
Those are going for like 100 to 120,000 since he passed.
Whoa.
Before that, they were going for a little bit less. But then there's a Clockwork Orange. The guy from Clockwork Orange, the typical guy with the bowler hat, the glasses.
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name. That is considered to be the Holy Grail of Funko Pops for some reason. So it's that. So it's the ones that came out, like that one that I bought my son back in 2015, not even knowing. That's that furry's now worth $280.
All right.
You know?
Wow. Okay.
So they do go up in value, but it's random. But I think if you do get them graded, you know, you're set, and then you have everything to show that it's graded. It's a 10 or a 9 or whatever. I think that's going to change the game completely.
Okay, so we've got grading coming to it, and now we've also got Panini obviously entering in with Prism parallels and parallels of different people. I assume that we're going to start to see Fanatics obviously probably already does something, and I'm unaware with it, but well, they have to because they have the players, right? So Funkos are probably something to do with Fanatics, but we've got a lot of the sports crossover getting a lot bigger with Funkos.
Huge!
How do you see that impacting the Funko world? Do you see a lot of card collectors moving that way? I mean, I never thought I'd ever own a Funko yet. Now, one of these entire cabinets is Funkos.
See, that's the one thing about Funkos is they make them for everybody. So whether you like The Office or you like baseball, basketball, football, soccer, I don't know if I've seen any soccer ones, but I know
if there's any time to put one out, now is the time.
It's now, now's the time.
Like I got El Capitan right here.
Oh, there you go,
nice. Peter. El Capitan. So the thing is, like right here, like you were saying, Drew, a Funko exclusive. So if you guys are into Pops, you want sign up at Funko.com to be a member, and you'll get the email, and it says, "Hey, we're releasing this Derek Jeter Funko exclusive because he's got on a dark undershirt instead of a white one,
right?"
And you get it now at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, and it's sold out like in 15, 20 minutes. So become a member of the Funko Pop Club online. Download the app. So if you go to Target, you go to Walmart, and you see an exclusive, you can scan it, and it'll tell you what it's currently trending at. So you don't spend $14.99, and you get home and you realize it's a $9 Funko Pop.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this one though. So what would a pop of Freddy be worth?
See, Freddy Funko is a weird one because Freddy Funko is like the mascot for Funko Pops. That's what they originally started with, was Freddy Funko. And I have a Freddy Funko here playing basketball. Basketball Freddy, right?
No. The other Freddy.
Who Freddy?
Our old buddy, Freddy. Freddy the pimp. From the north side.
Oh, hell no. You didn't bring up Freddy the pimp, did you?
Well, is this Fat Bobby's friend? Is this one of Fat Bobby's friends now?
Yeah, this one of Fat Bobby.
I got a stable of one-legged bitches and give you a hell of a time.
There you go.
I've heard from Freddy the Pimp in years, dude. Freddy the Pimp does need his own Funko. I thought
he does need his own Funko. That would be that would be
I love seeing the Funko Pop world catch fire, and I will tell you from being at the Collecticons, and the Collecticons were massive. I mean, the Long Beach one rivaled crowds of the National. No joke. It was It was nuts. The collect and other cities, Kansas City, a little smaller, obviously, but even Denver, not national level crowd, but huge crowd.
It's life size.
Okay, see that defeats the purpose right there, and that PSA is not going to grade.
Oh, come on! Here's the thing.
Well, they might, but the overcharge fee you're gonna get is gonna be like $1,000, $2,000 on an upcharge on that alone. But I love seeing the Funko world come together with the sports world. I think it's pretty awesome. But
it's very cool because it does, like you said, it brings both together. It brings baseball card collectors, football card collectors, it brings the sports card collectors into the Funko Pop world, which is really cool because they're like meshing them.
Well, we did talk quite a bit about Funkos, but I wanted to see if you wanted to hang out. Now we're actually going to rip a box of really nice new product if you'd like to hang out with us and check it out as well.
Hell yeah, I got a margarita. I'm ready to roll.
All right, cool.
Hey,
so,
no, that ain't gonna fly, man. It's old style or nothing.
Margarita and a Superman glass.
There we go. All right, and just to let everybody know, where can they find you if they'd like to follow you on social medias and stuff? Check out.
You can find me on Instagram at LoveCheese. LUVCH. I'm like a weatherman. LUVCHEEZ on Instagram.
All right, very nice. Okay, so guys, we are once again thanks to Panini for this right here, but we're going to be giving away everything in this box either on the show live, so get ready in that chat and make yourself known in the chat, but we will be giving some of this away live during the show or on our socials in the next week or so, but we are opening the brand new Panini 3 and 2. Of course, it started with Panini 1 with football, then we went to 1 and 1 with basketball, and now we're at 3 and 2 with baseball. Scott, I know you're familiar with this product as well. It's a high-end product. You've got one slabbed autograph and memorabilia card, and then you've got one base, one rookie, and one insert.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than
just hang out, Ari.
Yep. It's a little different than your typical, Panini 1 with football used to be just a single slabbed card.
Yeah.
Then 1 and 1 with basketball became the slabbed card and one additional card. And now we've got a couple other. Now, obviously, Panini Baseball is player licensed, so Players Association licensed, so there's no team logos on it. But Panini does some really good job. They do a really good job with the design work with the product.
And the legends, too.
Exactly. Yeah. And I do like the random stuff, like with their National Treasures Baseball. They had that George Costanza relic.
Yes, one of the greatest cards ever.
And who knew that turned out to be like a $500 card? That was crazy. But this should be a good product. I've seen a little bit of it opened, and let's see what we get out of this one.
Yeah, I have not seen any of this open, so this is actually going to be fun for me. I have not seen it, but guys, stick around and stay tuned, and you'll be able to find out how you can win everything in this beautiful box that is now being opened. As everyone that watches Let It Rip knows, I am very big on how they display the boxes. Joshua Kimmich cannot fall over, so he must.
Oh, that would be bad. You just got that. Is that the one you just got this week?
Yeah. Beautiful new blue laser, Joshua Kimmich rookie. If you don't know who Joshua Kimmich is, watch any Germany football game. But
unless you were a Germany fan, then you didn't want to watch yesterday's game.
Don't watch yesterday's game, even though he played well. No. But one thing that I'm big on is presentation, and very nice presentation with this high-end look. It's got the nice big outer sleeve that comes off of it, but then you've got a really nice box that's magnetized to open. Okay, so we're gonna have to cover some stuff up here. How are we gonna find something to cover it up with?
Or turn it around and open it with the flap on the other side, and then just pull the card out.
There we go. That's what we'll do. Look at you. Right, so.
Yeah, you could tell somebody's been watching a ton of breaks, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so there's the pack and then the two cards. So we'll do the pack first, which is going to be the base card and the parallel, I'm assuming. So here we go with these right here. See how these look. I have no clue. This might be where you can get the blank slates and stuff. I'm not sure. Nice Jimmy Fox, numbered to 99.
And I think everything should be numbered.
Yeah, and this is on that beautiful canvas print. It's very, very nice. I like it. Jimmy Fox at a 99. Then we've got a bonus card. We've got 3 cards in here. We've got a Prospects Cole Winn numbered to 99.
Okay.
Then, no, 3 and 2 would be right. Yeah. And then we have, an O'Neal Cruz all rookie team out of 150. All rookie team, O'Neal Cruz numbered out of 150. That's a nice card right there. So let me sleeve those up real quick. Guys, hang around because some of these we are going to give away in the chat. Others will be given away through social media. So hang around and see what's coming up next. Because now...
So, Drew, what does that box cost? If you were to get it at a store, what does that box cost?
This box around, Scott, would you double check? I believe around 300.
I am pulling it up right.
Yeah, I believe it's around 300. Last time I checked, and I love the designs of these. I like the prospect look. I like
225.
Okay, 225. So not
give or
too
take
bad.
$25 depending on
too bad. I love the inserts. They're very, very nice. Let's take a look at some of the autos. So the first one coming out is going to be our relic.
Brandon Cooks out of 99. What?
Brandon Cooks out of 99. All right, let's see. Oh, nice. Old school. Barry Larkin full count swatches.
There we go.
Ooh.
This is cool. And is it numbered? I don't know. Yes, 40 out of 49.
All right, Reds fan.
And these are, let's see.
Are they game used or
no, game worn? They're game worn.
Nice.
Yes, so this is a game worn 5-patch Barry Larkin.
There we go.
Absolutely awesome. Beautiful relic card. And then the auto, which could be an auto, an RPA or something. I don't know. And it looks like it is. Oh, nice. It's a good one too. Way
to show that excitement, Drew.
Yeah, Brady House, Lone Star swatches. Brady House.
I see green foil on that. Typically, those
that's out of 5. Baby.
I was going to say 5 is usually what Panini Green is.
That is out of 5. Brady House. This is the Lone Star signatures. I guess there you go with the star. But beautiful, beautiful patch. Once again on that canvas. This is also, let's see, this is player worn used, obviously. Being a prospect, but Brady House, a nice card out of 5. That's got to be. Look up what that's worth if you don't mind, Scott. Just check out what some of this. We might not be able to find out what a 5's worth, but check out what it is worth. But we are going to do one giveaway right now to just some of the people hanging out into the chat. So I'm going to, let's see if there's any information that gives me something on the back. Unless you have a trivia question ready, Scott.
Well, so Drew, the Brady House, the only one I could find is numbered to same card, numbered to the gold version, numbered to 10, sold for $33.66, which I think is kind of a steal.
Yeah, so it's probably around $80 or so.
All right. So here's my question. Here's what I'm going to ask.
Yeah. Now this is not for the Brady House. We're going to give away on social media.
Well, which one you want to? Which one?
I want to give away the Barry Larkin and the O'Neal Cruz.
All right. So let's do the O'Neal. Let's do the O'Neal Cruz on this one.
Okay.
All right. So in the chat, first person to get the right answer or one of the 2 right answers, and Cheese, you're not eligible. Sorry.
Yeah, not eligible.
So going back about 15, 20 minutes, we talked about 2 of the most valuable Funko Pops that are out there, and then Cheese mentioned which ones those were. Give me one of the 2.
There you go. First person to do it. I like it, Scott. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to tie it back in for those that have been listening for a while. So one of the 2 Most valuable Funko Pops.
Audio
There we
Deluxe.
go.
Audio
Grabbing
Deluxe.
it down. All right, you're getting both of these, buddy. Both of them, right there. Audio Deluxe. That Barry Larkin and the O'Neal Cruz is.
Wow, that's a bonus. I thought we were just doing the O'Neal Cruz.
Nah, both of them.
All right.
Now the next one is going to be for the Colwyn Prospects and the Jimmy Fox.
Ooh.
All right.
So we need one for those two.
So I'm
the Brady House is going to be on social media, so be on the lookout for it.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that. So for the other two, Freddie the Pimp had the largest stable of what on the north side?
There you go.
No, that's not the real question now because we didn't even talk about the answer.
Yeah.
But no, it's. I'm just picking.
I can give you the answer, boy. You want the answer? I got
it. No, Drew, come up with a good question.
All right.
I got a one-legged bitch that'll rock your world, homie.
Okay.
There we go.
I mentioned earlier in the show.
No, that was like that. No, Kurt did get kind of. But
all right, that wasn't the real question. I mentioned earlier in the show that that the person that I have this Funko Pop signed did a voice of a Pokemon character. Named that Pokemon character, and you'll get these two as well. Let's give these away.
This is a layup, man. This was.
I know this is easy. This is the easiest one. So
Scott,
easy.
You're gonna send Kurt an autograph of you. Send Kurt an autograph picture of yourself.
No, you know what? I don't even have pictures. That's the thing. We need like headshots or something.
Come on, think
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
You are quite handsome men.
I know.
Think Pikachu's buddy. Think the most popular person in Pokemon. I can't believe no one heard me say this earlier, but the most popular person not named Pikachu in Pokemon, the show.
That's not a Pokemon.
Yeah,
because it isn't. No, because I would say Charizard's pretty damn popular.
Yeah.
There you go, Kurt.
There we go. Nice.
Kurt's going to take those two home.
Nice.
We'll give you guys as many tips as we can. All right, thanks to this wonderful technology fill-in for the night for Let Her Rip. But no Charizard.
No, not Charizard.
But guys, be on the lookout. This Brady House, we're going to use a cool social media contest to give this away. So be on the lookout. Scott and I will discuss it today. We'll probably put it up for Thanksgiving and do it as some sort of Thanksgiving type of giveaway type of deal. So definitely be on the lookout for that because it's going to be coming soon.
Oh, no. What'd you drop?
Well, it wasn't the Kimmich.
No.
Yeah.
That's why we got pads on here, man. That's why there's pads everywhere.
True.
Just a Bryce Williams 101. I got like 80 of them. So,
which is kind of weird. You saying, "Hey, it's a Bryce Williams 1 of 1. I have 80 of them."
Yeah, well, I have everyone.
That tells you that there's just way too many 1-of-1s in the hobby.
Well, I exaggerate. I have about 25, but I am only missing 3, and then I'll have them all.
All right.
Outside
of
of printing plates, I'm not counting. But
if you have the other 3,
yeah,
or one of the other 3, hit Drew up.
Yeah, Bryce Williams. He is a nobody, so he's probably in your common box. But he went to East Carolina University, and the only ones I'm missing are the Prism Black Finite Black 101 non-auto. I have the auto set. The non-auto, I don't think's been pulled. The Elite 1 of 1, which I've never seen, don't think it's been pulled. And then the Leaf Trinity inscriptions. That would be it. And then we'll have them all. But got to catch them all like Pokemon. So there you go. But thank you once again to Panini for that box. And thank you guys for tuning in as always. And also, guys, wanted to let you know a couple of things real quick. And also shout out to our other sponsors. Show Your Slabs, Slab Strong, Card Ladder, Vanity Slabs, and of course Denver Card Shows. We could not do the show without you guys, but we're gonna be finishing up here in just a few minutes, but I will be doing an after party show with one of our other new sponsors, Treasure Hunters, over on their Whatnot. So if you want to come hang out at 10 o'clock tonight, come hang out. I'll be out over there late night watching some basketball, hoping a couple of parlays hit that we soccer basketball parlay together.
Watch the
So
Warriors game?
hopefully we can hit some more. We've won 4 today. I've been on a roll today. So soccer, I absolutely killed it. So let's see if it translates to the nighttime. But we'll see.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. It's been fun. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes.
We'll be back next week with our normal audio-only boring show.
Hey.
No,
none of that.
We got some good stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. And then we're probably going to do another holiday episode live like this with a whole host of guests. Want to thank Love Cheese for being here tonight.
Yes, thank you so much for coming, Love Cheese. Thank you.
Good to catch up with you, and we will.
It's going to be interesting to see how Funkos penetrate the hobby world, because I think you're going to see a lot more of a crossover. I think Prism was just the beginning. I think you're going to see a lot of shoes. I think next year, shoes and Funkos are going to be the two things where the card hobby and the card companies kind of move into the most. And so,
I think we will talk about shoes. Our good friend Lou Papa is a big guy in the shoe world.
Yeah.
At least he is now. He wasn't a couple years ago. He is now.
I know.
We'll reach out to him and see if we can get him on to talk about shoes.
Yes.
Because he's got a lot of cool stuff, and it would be awesome to to hear where he thinks that market is headed in the next couple of years as well.
Could I be wearing any more clothes? No, sorry, that's just an inside joke between me, Lou, and a couple other people. But yes, guys, we'll be back to our same old show every single week. Next week, we want to do a special live show for today, but hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time with your family. Hang out with me. I'll be live on Whatnot and doing a lot of I might do another episode of Let Her Rip. I might do select H2 or Origins and give the entire box away. We may do that on Thanksgiving. We might do it over the weekend during the football games, depending on which box we open. So stick around for that. Of course, stick around for the Brady House Auto, as we will be giving this away, which this is a very, very nice card. Panini 1 or 3 and 2, I think, is going to sell very well. So this is a very nice card of a good up-and-coming player with a really sweet 4-color patch. But thanks, everyone, for tuning in live tonight. I know it's the night before Thanksgiving, so go spend the rest of the time with your family. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will talk to you guys soon. But until then, you guys know the deal. Keep ripping those packs, pulling those hits. We'll talk to you then. Peace.